Have you seen that more people are following you now that you have a logo?
Yes. The crowd gets crazy sometimes, and I appreciate everybody that come out here and support. Wow.
All right, and this is your first game in Season 4, so it's right here on 2K TV, so I want to see that dub.
Nope, let's go, okay. That's a corner pocket right there, let's go.
A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome, everyone. D8.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Well, Kyle Lowry is still getting it done. He said
What a resume. A tremendous competitor, David. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Young. Jeremy Grant is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Herter in at the 2 guard. And for the Magic, they've got Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Harris. And it's Roy in at the shooting guard position. Awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
I think we are, Kevin. I mean, obviously it was more balanced back in the day, guards and bigs. But with the three-point shot, it has really made this a guard league.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Grant with the ball. Isaac picks him up. Isaac against Grant. 5 to shoot. Releases. Stewart kicks to Grant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Harris with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Took him no time at all on that one.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here is Young. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Grant on the follow.
And he put on his hard hat on the offensive glass. Jeremy Grant knows where to be in these situations.
Shepard the pass to Harris. It's blocked. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Orlando ball. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Carter dishes to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Isaac kicks to Harris. Trying to get open is Carter. Magic working now with the new shot clock.
And we see how seriously Grant takes defense. Uses his body so well to create problems.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
the Magic shooting their first shots of the night from a charity stripe. That's good from Carter. And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". In fact, most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height.
And counted, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. One shot.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Free throw good, Stewart. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harris passes to Isaac. On the way, Harris. Guarded by Stewart. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 5. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Your leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. Cole Anthony, 3rd. And, of course, Isaiah Stewart.
And they're both just fundamentally sound. And their success at the free throw line, I think, bears that out.
Young lays it up and banks it in.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Roy against Stewart. Roy attacking, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The Magic again can't hit. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Young outside. Now the pass to Herter. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Great find by Trae Young, one of the more instinctive passers in this league.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Shepard. Hands it from downtown. 7 points in the game.
That's 3 out of 4 now, and you can see his confidence already building.
Pass to Grant. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And it goes down 2 points.
It's hard trying to knock Young off his equilibrium. Great concentration on the finish.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, it's hauled in by Stewart. The Orlando Magic come into this one after the win against the Pacers in Indiana.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you can see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
And the basket by Harris.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Young with the ball. Down low, here's Stewart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
Yes, Kevin, the major forces you know for sure. There are always some teams you just can't tell if they're legit or not.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. Free throw good, Stewart. So for the Magic, Hamid Bamba, he's checked in for Carter. Okiki comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And Anthony subbed in for Harris. Then for the Pistons, Bays checked in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Rose in for Kevin Herter. He's off on the second. Lando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Bamba. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
Rose finds Hardaway. Now Young, covered by Anthony. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Young's got 7 points in the game.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Inside, here's Shepard, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Rose, following the bucket by Orlando. Just 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Bay. Roy with the rebound. Magic have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Trae Young grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
From the stripe, Orlando grabs the miss. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Now here's Anthony. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Markelle Fultz has checked in for the Magic. And then for Detroit, Plumlee comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Young. And he comes up with the deuce.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
So it's the Pistons now, after the Magic pick up 2. Outside Lowry. Back to Hardaway. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Outside Rose. Back to Hardaway. Traps in the tray. Hardaway's got 5 now.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Anthony against Lowry. Here's Shepard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Plumlee trying to break loose.
I love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific lift to spike shots back. No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Plumlee dishes to Rose. Back to Plumlee. And Bamba pulls it down.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Fultz. Bucket is good. And now a 7-point Orlando lead. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's the Magic up 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And Kyle Lowry, always one of the league's leaders in charges drawn, he sheds light on the significance of that play.
It's a real life momentum shift. You know, it really boosts my...
And for Lowry, all of 6 feet tall to absorb those collisions, sacrificing his body, it shows what he's all about.
And like he said, whatever it takes to win, that pit bull mentality, and he's got the strength to weather the physicality.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Pistons, Grant is out there with Plumlee, and it's Rose. Then there's Lowry, and it's Bay in at the 3.
Very aggressive, Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
Down low, Bay. The shot will not fall. Isaac with some nice D. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
Here's Shepard, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
You know, the comparisons to Rudy Gobert are understandable. Bamba's insane reach really helps on both ends of the court.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Huerter comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Trae Young subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Here's Harris, following the score by Derrick Rose. Carter finds Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Oh, he can't hit. Pistons trail by 7. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Huerter passes to Stewart. Knocks it loose. Out to the right wing. Tries it from the top of the key.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Harris against Young. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Play with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Rose with the block.
What defensive awareness from Derrick Rose. Had the shot well anticipated.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Magic leading by 5. Outside Roy. Pass to Isaac. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got 5 now.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And while he's dealt with injuries, I still have enjoyed watching the growth of Jonathan Isaac. Guy entered the league. Everyone knew he could be a shot blocker, but he does so much more defensively.
Okiki's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Pistons. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 4 this quarter. Defense isn't the only area where Jonathan Isaac is improved. Stewart. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. He dishes to Carter. Count that bucket. And the Magic lead by 5.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Young looking it over. Over Harris. And Detroit again with the bucket.
On the offensive end, Trae Young makes a huge impact. He can carry a team.
Pass to Okiki. Back to Harris. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Pistons trail by 3. Outside Hardaway. Knocked away and taken away by Roy. There's the pass to Okiki. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Roy's got 3 assists now in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Back to Young. Pass to Hardaway. Over Roy. No good off the front iron. Magic leading by 5. Harris inside. He's against Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Yeah, easy call.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Hardaway. Stewart passes to Herter. Young from outside. Rebound by the Magic. Roy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He can't get that one. And the Pistons now going the other way. Grant with the ball. Isaac picks him up. Shot from free throw range. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Passes it to Harris. Back to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Now, here's Grant. 8 points his last outing. Back to Young. Stewart trying to get open. 40 seconds left in the first half. Young against Carter. Yes, that goes in. And it's a 12-point Magic lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Young passes to Stewart. 17 seconds left to play here in the half. It's stolen by Harris. Bobbed up there for Isaac. Young with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Hardaway. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so it's Orlando enjoying a 12-point lead. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good, Ernie. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating it. And who knows, it might get the start as a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
And Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, the best way...
And that should do it with the second.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So it's Detroit now, a 12-point game. We've got Isaac. Wendell Carter is out there with Harris. And it's Shepard in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Harris against Stewart. Unloads from 13. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Here's Grant. Rejected by Harris. Now Roy. No points in the game yet for him. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Roy with it. Now defended by Grant. Roy passes to Carter. Roy with it. Drives to the hoop. Banked in off the glass. Roy's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the wing, Hardaway. Harris against Young. Knocked loose. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Connects from 3-point range. Young's got 16 points.
The way Trae Young steps up on offense is terrific. He works hard to deliver for his team.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
And the Pistons making a change here. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Stewart. Bay comes in for Jeremy Grant. Derrick Rose is checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Trae Young. Anthony against Lowry. He kicks it to Rose. Pass to Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Rose. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Magic.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Anthony finds Isaac. Anthony on the wing. Now recovering. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Rose against Fultz. Rose goes in, and the dunk by Rose.
Where he created room off the dribble, got into the lane, and off that drive, he had a nasty dunk.
Lowry against Anthony. The pass to Shepard. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. 19 points in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside Lowry. On the wing, Hardaway. He's covered by Isaac. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Pistons ball.
Rose passes to Bay. Can't hit that one. And Orlando will come the other way.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Anthony with the block. Fultz kicks to Isaac. Back to Fultz. And the layup's good off the glass. Fultz has got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Lowry. To the paint. Here's Stewart. He gets it in there. 8 points for him.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
His first, second team.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for Orlando, Cole Anthony. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Detroit. Both good from the line that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Shoots it. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And finished off by Fultz.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that overall athleticism of Fultz. Awesome at getting inside and finishing with power.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kept alive. Here's Huerter. Sinks the three-pointer. Herter's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Rose against Fultz. Anthony on the wing. Here's Isaac. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter.
There's one place you can be sure to find Kevin Huerter just about every day, and that's the film room. He studies the game in detail, trying to improve his own game and get insights into his opponent.
Yeah, there's just as much work you can do on the court as it is off the court. Kevin Huerter knows that, and he's embraced the film work and analysis that it takes to become a great player.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Detroit. Trae Young comes in for Kyle Lowry. Harris passes to Shepard. Harris, right side. Over Stewart. Come on. Here's Carter. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the 2nd effort.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
Here's Young. Stewart trying to get open. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Rose.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Drains the three-pointer. He's got 22.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
It's rebounded by Fultz.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Kicks it to Roy. Fultz looking around. Here's Carter. Open jump shot off the mark.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And so it's Orlando in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
All we got to do is move the basketball. The ball will find the right person. All right? Get it from side to side. Don't force it.
I think you can tell he wants his guys to work harder specifically in how they pass the ball.
I mean, it's just basic basketball. When you swing the ball around, the floor is going to open up.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. They've got Grant. Rose is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Herter in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, that's good.
Relentless interior effort from Jeremy Grant, not letting the defender scare him off.
This is a default. That 3 off the mark. Pistons trailed by 21. Here's Herter. Dishes to Young. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest. And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Stewart against Harris. Rose goes in. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The heart from Rose didn't quit on the play, and his efforts are well rewarded.
Isaac's checked in for Markelle Fultz. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Roy. T right on him. Here's Shepard. A shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Grant. Carter against Rose. Good work defensively by Carter.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Good.
And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Detroit making a switch. Hardaway's checked in.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Isaac. Young for 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Stolen by Grant. Hardaway against Roy. Now here's Hardaway. He's tightly guarded. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Roy's got his 6th assist on the night. Young dishes to Grant. Back to Young. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft. And that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
That's good from Isaac.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
The Magic making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And both free throws good for Isaac. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Anthony against Young. Outside Hardaway. Pulls up. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
The shot's good from Roy.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Hardaway goes in. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. So it's Detroit now. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Lee. Back to Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, he's like a surgeon down low operating in the paint. He is incredibly effective there.
Anthony against Lee. The pass to Okeke. Back to Ross. Here's Bamba. A stupendous finish in traffic.
And this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Plumlee with it. Picked up by Harris. To the middle. Here's Lee. Over to the left wing. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul.
His first. Second team foul.
And here's Jackson. And he makes that one.
And for a guy his size, Jackson has some nice handles, able to carve out there a beautiful scoring opportunity.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of competence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Anthony taking his time here. Okeke passes to Bamba. Pass to Okeke. 5 to shoot. And here's Harris from the arc. Kept alive Orlando. And he gets it to go.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
Lee outside. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Here's Blunt. A 3-ball. And they'll get another chance. Okafor, the pass to Blunt. Second chance shot. Back to Okafor. Launches it. And Blunt gets it to go. Blunt's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. It's Jackson with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Anthony dishes to Bamba. Anthony up on top, covered by Okafor. Shot clock at 6. Ross. Rebounded by Jackson. There's the dish to Lee. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
His first, third team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Saban Lee, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Ross with it. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Wendell. A big performance on the boards tonight. Did you expect it?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.